Welcome class. Today we're going to cut the sides of our lidded container out from cardboard, and I'm going to show you two different types of boxes you can make, two options. The first option is a taller box. We're going to make this one 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide, and we're going to make the 4 sides, the top and the bottom, and the strips that you'll need for your flange. So first let's mark at the 6-inch line and at the 9-inch line, and you're going to make 2 marks along a straight edge of your piece of cardboard. 6-inch and 9-inch. Okay, so you connect the 2 dots and draw a line. That will make sure that this line is parallel with this line, and then again here we're going to make another line so that you have 3 inches. Okay, we're going to make a 6 by 3 inch box. Just made a revision there. So here we go. We're going to cut this with an X-Acto knife. This is my favorite X-Acto knife that I got for my husband. You could probably get them online. It's Fiskars. They're not cheap. I found this ceramic X-Acto knife at Kroger, and it has a blade that pops in and out, and it was about $8, and it's a ceramic blade, and it's called a safety knife. And so we'll try it and see how it cuts. Let's see. Okay. Now when you're cutting with an X-Acto knife or a box cutter, don't expect to go all the way through your material on the first pass. So let's see, we're not done yet. We're getting there. And you may want to find something to cut on top of rather than your normal table. This is kind of weird to use. You don't want to damage your furniture. I'm using a cutting board, which is what we have at school. You may need to find an extra piece of cardboard to cut on top of or something like that. So I'm going to use this knife here. I like to have a nice workspace to create my artwork in. You may want to try to find something that works for you. Okay. So, here we go. Let's do every 3 inches we're going to make a mark. So we'll have 4 3-inch wide sides. And if you do your math, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12. And let's do it again. 3, 6, 9, 12. Now, what you're going to do, again, you're going to match your lines and draw a straight line. And then go over your lines with your X-Acto knife. One, almost. Don't rip it, okay? You don't want to look like you chewed out your edges, okay? Craftsmanship is important. Okay, so those are our 4 sides, and I'm going to save this piece for the other option. Now, let's cut out 2 3 by 3 inch squares, and those will make the bottom and top. Now I'm going to make some strips that are 1 inch wide. And this is for the flange, the top, and the bottom. And what I mean for the top and the top you can use this to make your handle, and on the bottom we're going to make little feet so that the overall piece is taller and feels more elevated, and it gives it a more finished appearance. Okay, those are our flanges, and there we go. So those are pieces for box A. Now, let's suppose that, so this would be box A, but let's suppose that you wanted to make a wide short box, more like a jewelry box, and they could go like this. So if your top and bottom were this size, then you would have, or this, yeah, your top and bottom were this size, then you could make your sides go around here, another piece, and it would be just a short box. And if you had a hinge, or made a hinge, it would open up like that. It'd be fun. All right, so I'm going to use this scrap over here. And let's measure. So, when you're building something three-dimensionally like this, and it's a rectangular prism, the top and bottom, this edge would match the size of one side, and this edge would match the size of another side. Okay, so we're going to need 2 strips that are 4 inches wide. So let's go 4 inches. I like to pick a nice straight edge to work from. 4 inches wide. And how tall? I'm gonna work off the height. So if I want my box to be 2 inches tall, so I'm gonna do a 2 inch wide strip and see what we've got. And if you did the math, so I would need 20, let's see, 4 times 6, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 is 20 linear inches of 2 inch wide strips to make all of my sides. That's a lot of math. Whoa. And this is not enough, so I'm going to have to do another one. Okay, so let's cut. How did I know it wasn't enough? I looked at my ruler and saw that this was only 16 inches and I need 20 inches, so I'm 4 inches short. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a whole side, and I might be able to use the extra for decoration, which y'all may do if you want to save some of your pieces. And then after we assemble our box, you can decorate it three-dimensionally, and then we'll decorate it with colored paper before we put our Egyptian hieroglyphs on it. And I will embed a link on your Canvas page later for that information, but we're not ready yet for that. Okay, so now we need 2 that are 4 inches. And 6 inches. So there we go. Four, and 6. And then I need another 6 inch piece. little tip about cutting. Don't ever put your hands in the way of your knife blade, okay? That's a surefire way to get cut. Don't cut like that. Move your hands out of the way. And it's easier to cut if you're standing up. So one side. And yes, use a ruler. There's two sides. Wait a minute. That's not right. I didn't measure correctly. Oops. Got ahead of myself. Need you. Okay, so there's my four sides that go like this. Uh-oh. Okay, make it work. And then we need some, oh, I need the other side, the top part. And that's just under 6 inches. And that's crooked, so we'll do 4 inches up. I didn't use my ruler earlier and made a crooked line. Okay, this stuff's in my way, sorry. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll mark 6 inches. Okay, there is our short box. So we have short box, we have tall box, and we need some more flanges. So we'll cut this in half. This one I'm going to make it 3/4 of an inch. Your flange could be anywhere from a 1/2 inch to an inch in width. All right, there we go. Okay, so there are your sides. What I want you to do is draw out on a piece of paper, sort of sketch out how you want your box to go, and figure out what the dimensions are going to be. So if this is 3 by 6 inches, you're going to have 4 pieces at 3 by 6 inches and 2 pieces at 3 by 3 inches. So write that all out first. So you have a game plan, and then go ahead and cut your pieces out. You'll need to secure glue before our next meeting, and either glue and tape or hot glue. And I will see you next Monday. You'll have a great week. Bye.